we're gonna work with it. The first thing that I pack in my backpack for hiking or camping or backpacking is gonna be bear spray. Bears right now, due to them getting ready for hibernation, and with me being in Wisconsin, are a pretty big problem. So usually, most of the places that you go to camp or backpack will let you know that you should have bear spray. Kind of common knowledge for around here. Another thing that I'm bringing that I think is essential for camping, backpacking, anything like that, first aid kit. This is just a standard basic one, just with some normal stuff in it for scrapes, cuts, bruises, stuff like that. Next thing that I bring, obviously most people are gonna have, is sleeping bag. This is a -20, not a -20, rated for 20 degrees sleeping bag. Used it once, keeps me warm, especially with it being in October right now. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit colder during the night, still about 65, 70 during the day in Wisconsin where I'm at. So it's pretty warm, but it gets cold during the night. Because it's cold, one of the things that I also pack is a pair of thermals, top and bottom. My brother was in the military, so I actually stole these two from him that he wore for basic. They're amazing. I need to get more of them. They're my favorite thermals I've ever worn. I would definitely recommend bringing some thermals with you. Another things that I would bring that I also, again, I would say are essential are lighters. I have a Zippo, I have a regular lighter, and I have lighter fluid for my Zippo and obviously my lighters. I have, flint and steel, or, I have a rod, that I can use to start fires, but it's, lighters are $1, $2. So I would load yourself up with those. There's no reason to not have lighters, especially if something goes wrong, you always have one. With having that lighter, I'll go through quickly. I have some cooking stuff, stovetop, stainless steel frying pan. Comes with a bunch of stuff in it as well. As I say, I didn't use this one yet, just got this a couple days ago. I also have a cast iron. I like to eat eggs, and lots of eggs. So I also want to try to make bread. If you've ever seen the Outdoor Boys, you've seen them make bread on a griddle or something, or just the fire itself. I'm gluten-free, so I can't have normal bread, but I still want to try to make some while I'm out. So I have a cast iron. And besides that, I do have a knife. I use this knife. This is what I got for hunting. If I were to skin something, like whether it be an animal, or if I was fishing and I needed to clean and cook that, I have that. And then this big knife, I don't have a axe or saw right now, so I use that to chop down dead trees. Still pretty good. Definitely want to change it out for a Gerber folding saw. Definitely think that's one of the best tools to have for gathering wood. That machete doesn't do too bad. It's a mossy oak with a saw edge, so it still does pretty good. But then getting into it for kind of just for the ground, or it starts raining over your tent, gets even worse. I bring a tarp. Always think it's a good idea to have a tarp. You can put it on the ground. You can put it, there's a million uses for a tarp. It's always good to have one. You can hang it up for a shower wall or like a shower curtain, if you want privacy. You can put it on top of your tent for a little insulation, or stop with rain. A bunch of stuff you can do with it. Miss this, but I always bring fire starters. Pretty common. I mean, if you're gonna go camping or backpacking. And then I also have, this is my water bottle. I hang this on my backpack. I was gonna say, just stainless steel, throw it on the fire if I had water in it and need to purify it. Same thing comes with a little cup, kind of looks like a coffee cup almost, but same thing, boil water out of it, boil anything out of it. So Good to have stainless steel stuff like that you can just plop on the fire if you want to do primitive camping and you want to boil the water and not bring a bunch of stuff with you. It's actually kind of a cool aspect. Another thing that I bring with me is a pair of binoculars. I love wildlife and sightseeing, so I am constantly using them. I had a friend give me those for my birthday. Just an amazing thing to have with you when you're camping. I don't have my tent with me. Usually I do have a tent. Don't have the tent with me right now. It's sitting in the back of my car, but I usually lay it on top of my bag and throw my straps over it. It's not too heavy. It's just a one-person Coleman tent. Last but not least, I have a bungee cord. I use a bungee cord a couple times for stuff with my tent, or just hanging some stuff up. Always a use for it. It's small, compact. You just throw it in the back of your bag. And you know, that's really it. What I bring for, you know, in my traveling bag for primitive camping or backpacking by myself. I put all this in a Mountain Smith 36-liter bag. I was insane. It's an amazing bag. There's so much room. Even putting all this stuff in here, I'll still have room. I definitely would recommend one of their bags. And I also bring a power bank and a light. I usually use those at night, obviously. I would always bring a power bank though. You never want your phone to die while you're out. And it's always a good idea to have a light so you can use that at night. I do also have, you know, a couple headlights in my bag right now, but haven't been using those too much because I haven't been night hiking. So that would be what's in my bag. Thank you guys for watching, and looking forward to the next video.